Today we're reviewing the Nike Air Zoom Tempo Next Percents. Let's get it. What is up guys, this is KIXPLORE where we talk everything about sneakers, lifestyle, travel, and a little bit of everything in between. And today we're going to be talking about, once again, this sneaker right here. This is called the Nike Air Zoom Tempo Next Percents, and I'm going to be reviewing it in a point of view of like a bigger guy. So I'm around 5'6", 5'7", obviously, and I'm around 99 kilos and I have wide feet. And basically, yeah, I'm going to be kind of reviewing this in the kind of way of like everyday wear and also some, you know, training runs as well, that kind of stuff. So let's get into this video, shall we? Also, I want to give a huge shout out to my wife. She's the one that actually bought me these sneakers for my birthday, and yeah, I love you very much, Raquel. Thank you so much. So something that you should really know is that there is a lot of technology going into this actual runner. First of all, I'd like to say that I bought these from actual retail store in Chadstone for 270 Australian dollars. So it's not a cheap sneaker, definitely I have to say that, but there are a lot of benefits going into it. So these weigh around 9 ounces. These aren't the most lightest sneaker. There are lighter sneakers if I could compare it to my Epic Reacts, which are around 8.4 ounces. So, you know, this one's a little bit heavier, but this one definitely has a lot more features. And I'll probably go into why it costs, you know, all that kind of technology to kind of explain why it costs around 270 Australian dollars. First of all, you could probably notice that in just the midsole alone, you'll see that there is so much technology going on. There's so many features. You can see there is the Nike Air Zoom unit. I think there's actually 2 of them. So as you can see that there's going to be one around here, and there's also another one in there because it doesn't, I'm not sure if they're connected because I can't see them inside directly. But if you look closely inside, you know, when you look in this area, it actually goes in that way. So I'm just assuming that there might be 2. I could be wrong, but that's kind of another really you know, impressive sort of detail in the midsole. As you can see that there's spaces from in between, like on the outside of the actual unit. So when it actually gets squashed, it has space to like kind of get squashed and you know, kind of bounce you back up kind of thing. So it's really impressive. And also the actual midsole foam, as you can see here, that is Zoom X midsole cushioning foam right here. And that's pretty comfortable, but the thing that I like the most is this bit here. This heel cushioning, that is my favorite cushioning, which is React cushioning. It's the best. It's springy. I've actually tried these on, obviously, in store, and when you put your feet like on the floor like this, it's so squishy, it's so nice to the feet. So pretty much immediately you can feel the kind of technology going into this sneaker, and you probably kind of, that's the way I usually judge sneakers, like if they're worth it or not, by the initial like kind of reactions with the you know, with the actual midsole and how cushiony it is or how bouncy it is. That's how I can usually measure it up, and that alone is probably, you know, worth you know, a lot of that 270. And if you look at the upper, it is very breathable. There's so much ventilation going into it. The camera really can't because of the lighting, but if you look closely, see, you can see that it's really transparent. That's how thin and was it, like you can see the air, like kind of, you can see the other side basically of the wall of the upper. So that basically means like the air can really pass right through it. So, you know, it definitely keeps your feet like ventilated, and you know, especially if you have really sweaty feet, this would probably be a very good sneaker for you. So the upper is made out of fly knit. I think also on the toe box area right here, it also has a little bit of like that hyperfuse material where it's fused with the fly knit to give that extra support, because there is a bit like a thicker texture on the toe box. And there's also synthetic materials going into the upper as well. And the actual shoelaces going into it, it's got that ribbed sort of stitching, or the manufacturing of the actual laces. So it's one of those ones where if you tie up, it's harder to like loosen. So that's pretty impressive too. And the actual construction of the whole upper, as you can see there is only one kind of unit. It's one shape. It's all integrated. The tongue, the actual collar and everything, and the toe box area, all that kind of stuff is all just infused into one upper. In terms of like putting on your sneaker, it's a little bit more difficult, but what's good about it is it's more secure, so it's harder for the sneaker to like fall off and you know, have those kind of issues, and which is what you want in a running sneaker. You don't really want it too loose where you're running and you could feel like it's not really like secure to your foot. Even the back tab right here, it's got a really useful back tab so that you can easily put it on your feet. Also, as you can see here on the bottom, there's a lot of technology going on the outsole as well. So I read on the website that you know, this outsole rubber that they have, the black bits, they're basically you know, they're not on the whole of the bottom of the shoe, and there's reasons for that because of the data that they receive from hundreds of runners. Basically, this is the data that they receive that are where most of the kind of traction points are when you're running. So this part, and also these parts, and that's why they also put the, you know, the zoom units here, because that's where a lot of the, you know, that's where runners need a lot more cushioning. Now, just a thing that you should note as well, especially coming from a big guy, I notice that whenever I wear units like this, air bubble units, on my basketball shoes and everything, they tend to pop, and that's something that you gotta be weary about while running this sneaker, because I haven't bought sneakers with a bubble for a really long time. I generally, especially so in terms of performance, if it's a performance sneaker, I generally just like it with all foam. Maybe they've got more durable over time. Hopefully they have, and hopefully these don't bust out on me, because generally when I was playing basketball, when I was a lot lighter, you know, they probably bust the bubble. I probably bust a bubble after maybe 2 or 3 months of playing basketball. So hopefully this is a little bit different. So that's probably all I wanted to say about the actual detailing of the sneaker. I think it's now a good time to actually go try it on and you know, see what it's like on feet, and actually give it like a really good push in these actual sneakers. So let's go. Is that you feel considerably higher because they are pretty thick. Feels kind of weird, feels kind of good, but it's very comfy still, so that's a plus. So after wearing these sneakers, guys, basically, yeah, they're very, very comfortable. I had to go get them cleaned again. Basically, they're really nice, like on foot initially. I probably have to say that it's really tight around the midfoot area, especially if you have wide feet. I do have wide feet, so it's very, very snug. You know, you got to break into them, so probably around 3 or 4 wears, like for an hour, 2 hours, something like that. The material will stretch, and that's what I'm hoping that's going to be happening to this one, basically, because it kind of sometimes it does feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I've always usually that's something that I'm used to, being a wide footer. And because I can't go any bigger. If I go any bigger, the toe box space is going to be big, and then my foot is going to be sliding, like, you know, up and down kind of thing like that. But, you know, if you are not comfortable with that kind of stuff, then definitely maybe just stick to your normal sizing. So I'm a 9.5 normally, and I bought a 9.5 sneaker. So it's up to you. I really, really believe that if you're going to spend a $270 investment on a sneaker like this, please go into your actual store first and try it on, so that you can be really comfortable. I actually was going to buy a size 9. I fit in a size 9, but that was really tight. And I could technically go running and all that kind of stuff, but I know I'd be uncomfortable. So I waited for like a more, a 9.5, which is my true size. In terms of everyday use, it would be a lot better if they were like, how do I say this, easier to put on. If they were easier to put on, definitely a lot better to use every day. But since it's like kind of, this is really performance based. I think that's the kind of a direction that Nike was going with when they designed it. I think that the reason why I don't think I'll probably use it every day is because it is a little bit too tight, and the stretchy material of the upper isn't as like soft and comfortable as the Epic Reacts that I have normally. That's probably the best explanation I can give. But in performance wise, this would kill it. This would kill the Epic React like all day, every day. Is it worth $270? In terms of technology, yes. Technology wise and all features wise, definitely $270 worth. But everyday use, yes. But there are better options out there as well. So that's probably the best review that, or like best opinion that I can give to you guys. Anyway guys, that's basically my thoughts and my recommendations about this sneaker. Let me know what you think, because I've only been using this for obviously only a short period of time. If you've had this for a while now, has your bubble popped, at the front or on the sides or whatever? How do you feel? Was it snug for you as it was snug for me? Let me know your comments down below. I would really like another person's opinion on this sneaker, because yeah, it's to me it's worth 270 Australian dollars. But I'm just thinking maybe it would have been better if I just got, like, let's say another Epic React or whatever, and it's something that I'm just trying. So anyway guys, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If if you got something out of this video, like in terms of information, all that kind of stuff, please consider subscribing to the channel, because I will be doing a lot more in the future, especially this coming year. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.